Hey there, Arzen Pirates. Welcome to the Theater of Mars. Uh, Boy, gosh, I've been looking forward to drawing back the curtain on this motherfucker for so long. And I don't mean the video game I'm playing here. I just mean the general Theater of Mars. I didn't even know about this game until like 10 days ago or something. Uh, the stage I'm using to deploy the Theater of Mars, right? Theatrical entertainment product. I have the pieces to assemble over the next several months after some diligent research and work this spring and summer. But anyway, it's back to making content for Arzen Pirates, and as you can see by the title of this one, I wanted to start with an ode. I thought an ode would be good. And since I only have maybe one user who comes in here that I'm aware of, and I don't even know if he watches the videos. He might just like a post to give me a little, a little karmic zing there. Good job, fella. Maybe that's all he's doing. He might not even watch these videos, but I'll refer to him as him by name, just because I want to. I know this is an entertainment platform, but when there's only one person on stage and one person in the audience, you know what? Fuck it, right? So Regulus D, I'm going to take you on an adventure as the first act of the Theater of Mars. So as you can see, the map of the planet Mars is before us. And we actually just exchanged a comment, and that's kind of why I've got a little laughter in my voice, is I was already planning on filming this video, even before I made the comment earlier today when I saw your comment in my other subreddit. But even before I saw your comment over there, I was already planning this video out. And then right when we were just chatting in the comments just now, the final thing you said was, "Yep, they stole the sky." I laughed, and I said, "What's funny about that is I have the perfect getaway route already lined up in the chute here, And so rather than respond to that comment, I'm just going to put it in the video that was already here waiting, right? And if they steal the sky, right? I guess there's workarounds. It's not the first time that's happened, right? Not the first time that's happened. But as it so happens, I have the Theater of Mars here, which I prepared as like a place for historical commentary that is funny and entertaining, and also points out the fact that apocalypses are basically a perceived thing, despite all the actual carnage and chaos and economic violence and all that stuff, but until that happens to us, we're still here, not actually suffering it, and can, recognize that at least, right? And when you construct a view that doesn't have to believe an apocalypse is a real thing, that's just maybe what people are perceiving when they're experiencing normal economic and historical changes, depending on their viewpoint or their religion or their basically just their exposure to propaganda. Like, I don't think it's it's propaganda, right? Delusive thinking in some senses, propaganda. But yeah, the Theater of Mars. If you're going to take something that can bring real entertainment, to enough energy to entertain inside America with what's going on in our economy, what with all the Roman similarities these days, I thought the naming it the Theater of Mars was the right way to go. And then, but see, remember, this is because, these archetypes apply to features of our civilization, right? But I've been quoting RFK Jr. lately, who says that history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And that's like the best way to do it. And that really, right there, that's just a great look at how literary archetypes, and then also historical study and economic archetypes, can be studied and can be functional as literature the way they are, right? And so that's the thing is like, yeah, we're going through something new. Who knows what's going on now? But if there's a real artist out there somewhere, they're making content that'll give you that gives a metaphorical framework that fits our current circumstances better than previous metaphorical frameworks did, right? So there's got to be some art laying around somewhere that'll let you be like, oh, look at it like this. It's kind of funny and interesting. And then the pieces that you find in the art are the usually, those are the survivable, healthy pieces that point at, where the human spirit is still functional and not crippled, kind of thing. But yeah, art's great, and then making literary commentary and history using a video game. I think that's a fun way to do it because, frankly, this is a very practical way to adapt to the current economy, right? For a lot of people, it's very practical, and very practical just in a personal energy economy. And that's actually why I wanted to show this game, Insert the Theater of Mars, with this game. Although I won't be making a ton of content in it because, as you'll see, it's a pretty simple shooter, right? But what's great about this is Warframe, and so it's been out 10 years, which means it's not really bogged down with the more recent corporate corruption of video games. And so it's a free game, but then you can purchase things in it if you want to, but you don't have to. You can earn anything, right? And then there's no lock on how much you can play or how much fun stuff you can do if you don't spend money. Like, you can do all the fun stuff, you can play as much as you want. It's great. The only reason you would pay, for example, is if you worked like a really busy job but had like 3 hours to work on the weekends. You might want to buy something so then you didn't have to grind out for like 8 hours during the week to get your, whatever thing you want. And that's a very functional economic product, and it allows people who want to play and don't have time to play, and it allows play that want to play and have time but no money to play, right? Like, it's a good product that way, and everyone gets the same shared kind of experience from the art object, and it doesn't, it's not predatory at all. And what's great about it is this type of game. This game is so easy, and it's cognitively, it is just buttery smooth, no resistance at all. So like, today was a very energetic day with physical chores, and like, I probably wouldn't have the energy to play like a real taxing game, but this I can play, and then so what I find is in the really dark months, because I live at a high latitude, is that like an hour or two of this before I go to bed after an exhausting day is like a good meditational supplement, in that all this light exposure, and then also the just physical coordination and activity, even when my body can be in a resting state, I'm a sitting resting state, that actually helps with my sleep quite a bit, and I get better rest when I do this, and so that's like a cool piece of the technology, and this game is the perfect game for that exact use, right? And that's why I just stumbled on it like 10 days ago, and I thought it was awesome when I saw all this stuff, but then boy, this is what I got to show you, right? So as you can see, I've unlocked all of Mars. There's only one place on the map still blinking, and that's where I saved for you, Regulusty. We're going to go climb Mount Olympus together for the first act of the Theater of Mars. And boy, wait till you see how fucked up this is, right? So we're in my spaceship, which I'm not going to show you now. But you should check out Warframe, because it's free, and it is on Xbox. You might like it. If you like Phantasy Star, from my understanding of the way that game played, this game is like pretty fun. It's a shooter though, right? But for me, so like, I was basically last a gamer right when the first Xbox came out, and like, I played Halo, and then fast forwarding 20 years to the new shooters that are out. I don't play any of those new ones because they're all these like online hero shooters with like team-based squad stuff that's like hyper fast, and frankly, I don't have the ability to snort Adderall. And if I don't have the ability to do that, which I've never done before, by the way, I'm just making a joke. I was never previously an Adderall snorter. I'm just saying that without doing that, I don't see how I could keep up with the speed of those gamers. Like, the game is like, it's like cool and fun for a while, but then like, whoa, like, no thanks. Like, that isn't something that's going to help me sleep better. Like, ramping my nervous system up to that kind of level, like in the evenings in the winter, no good. But this game, for a former Halo player who wanted to see like modern shooters, like a Halo times 1,000, but online with like, fun shit to do all over in science fiction, this is the game, right? And so it's Warframe, but it's free, and it's on Xbox. You might like it. That was all I was saying there. But here, so we're gonna zoom down to Olympus, and there's a mission I have to do. I'm not sure what it is. We'll just handle it when I get there. But what do you see my Warframe, my character here? It's going to be a great companion for the actual climb up Olympus. And what I think is just crazy is that it's possible to do this, right? After watching the historical circumstances this summer, and then opening the curtains in the Theater of Mars, right at that moment, I get to walk up Mount Olympus with a student of Zen. and
Operator,
playing this
incoming
character.
transmission. It's from Fortuna.
Here, we'll watch this.
Allied V's selling the latest in asset security. Conduits. Put the key in and you can pull the shinies out. Trick is, you gotta wait to open. Something happens to the conduit before you can pull the goods. You don't get the goods. Ever. Also, the bleeders Allied sold the tech to will try to kill ya. Give that console the old bypass so we can get this thing started.
All right. So I think I understood that. So that I just had to watch to make sure I knew what I was doing, because depending on the mission type, if I just started and we were talking, I could fuck it up and lose real quick. No, but otherwise, it's real straightforward, like fun shooter stuff. So this is our first time, or my first time here on Mount Olympus. Gonna see what it's like playing this, but I hear it's a good place to farm some cool stuff. You know, for tools and weapons and stuff like that. But so anyway, Regulus D, who as I said, contemporaneously as I filmed this, is the only user I know of who might come in here. Oh, look at that! He just set his. Oh, I've never seen that before. That was cool. Anyway, so this is my Warframe, and this was the cool thing. Once I decided, I played this for like 2 days. I said, "Oh, this is fun. Like, it'll be worth playing all winter, like in my evening slot, for that kind of meditative reason that I was describing before." And then so when I decided to do that, I decided to support the game economically, because that, you know, that makes sense. And that's what they do, is they're very smart. Is for just $8.99, I could buy this character who is a new character, and like, you know, it's kind of a more powerful frame than the basic starter one, so you don't have to start out at exactly 0, and you get someone who's pretty cool. But no shit, dude. You know who this is? His name is Dante. Right? He's Dante, and he's like a science fiction wizard, I'm not making this up, who studies history, and all of his abilities are based on poetry. That's literally what the character is. Here, watch, I'll show you. There you go. So Noctua is this like book that he uses to shoot with. I don't actually use that though, because I don't like that part, and later on I'm going to take that off and switch it out with a different skill, which is something you're going to do in the future. But he's got a book, like a history book, and then he's a space wizard, you know. But then he's got his. We start getting into his useful stuff, his cool stuff. Look at this light verse, right? Dante's vitalizing composition. It's a poetic composition that grants him and his allies overguard and increases their health. Does that sound familiar to you? That's fucking wild, man. This was already sitting here. This is a brand new character. This character hasn't been out for 10 years. This character came out like this year, right? This year they released this character, right? Awesome. This is how you know you got real art in this video game renaissance thing. Now look at this next one, is Dark Verse. Dante's composition draws blood from nearby enemies, inflicting slash damage upon them. Ooh, and I'll tell you what, that's a fun skill to use. And then Final Verse is it's anyway. You don't need to show you what the skills are, but as you see, look at this. It's Dante, who's a historian and uses verse to study history. How wild is it? Possible that the real Dante was the same thing? Huh? That's wild. Anyway, but I was just shocked, because I was like, yeah, I'll just go buy whatever the new character was, and this was who it was, and I was like, what the fuck? But then look how cool he is. So he's got, I have this rifle which I use. I just got this. It's like a grenade launcher that shoots at like toxin. It's actually pretty cool. But then he's got like here's his spell that's like a shield, right? And then get this. This is a really powerful, it's the most powerful thing in his kit. It does a lot of damage in AoE. Look at how fun that is. That's how space historians take care of the baddies. But then this game is so cool that they even give you not only do you have like the special ability like that, which is based on Dante's Space Wizard thing, but you can also use cool rifles, and you get melee. And I have currently a flaming katana, and so instead of using the book, I do melee as a katana wielding Dante, right? Is the character I play, right? And I'm gonna charge up Mount Olympus with you. I'm gonna take you up Mount Olympus as a literal katana-wielding Dante, who's a science fiction historian. Okay? And what do you see once we get down there? I'm going to show you his best skill. And it's some wild shit, dude. You won't even believe it. You won't even believe it. Alright. So I gotta go hack this console. Yeah, this game's fun as shit, and it's so easy too. It's so simple. You can play it like totally on cruise control. I mean, it gets challenging at some point, so you can do like a cruise control farming mission if you want, or you can do like a challenging new mission at any point. And then the fun stuff is when you like learn to build armor and weapons, you know. So you go cruise control, farm pieces, and then build, you know, that kind of thing. Do a challenging quests lead to stories, events, because that's what they're good for. When you go to the max level areas, you're progressing the story and stuff. Oh, I thought it said it. Wait, it did. Sometimes I can't see that little yellow light. There's consoles everywhere, but not all of them
your regular
are
bolt job.
interactive.
Alad V sold the conduits with interference routines specifically designed for the Tenno. Things might get a little weird.
Yeah, I bet they might get a little
Conduit
weird up
keys
here in
are
Olympus.
carried by high-ranking muckety mucks. Knock 'em down. See what they've got.
By the way, the first thing I got to do... Oh shit, they're already coming. Oh, I need the key? What the heck? Did I not have a key? Anyway, here's the skill I wanted to show you. He summons killer ghost owls. And like at this level of the game, I can just walk around and they kill everything for me. You see that, dude? I have 3 ghost owls that can just take care of everything while I try to figure out how to do this. Requires cyan key. Oh, there's the key symbol. Okay. I've never seen this type of mission. Here we go. Perfect.
First key. Right. Find a matching conduit.
Got it. Perfect.
Demo unit looking to depart this mortal coil and take you with it. Keep it clear of that conduit.
Oh, oh geez, it's some big old samurai guy. There you go. Give me the next key, huh? Where's the next one? There we go. As you can see, it is pretty fun, but also easy. And like, this is the thing about this game, and I'm just reviewing this for Regulus because he also plays video games. The thing about this game is that it is the smoothest moving game with the best feeling movement I have ever played, and that makes a really big deal in like how much energy your brain has to use. This feels so good when it moves that it's basically energy positive. It's just that easy to use. Like it wants to be utilized properly. Like the controller in your hands, like the way you move it and the way it feels when you watch the matching movement in your eyes, it's like, it just feels like automatic. It's such a nice game. Where's the thing at? By the way, you see when a sword blocks the bullets? That's automatic, and all it took was for me to boot up the game, get into the starter suit, and appear on the first planet, and as I walked to the first guy, he shot at me, and that sword shot out and blocked it automatically, and I was like, this is my game. That's how quick I knew. I mean, just look how cool this is. Watch, I can just stand here. That's all automatic. I don't have to do anything for that, right? But it still looks as, like, cool as all get out. Now I'm talking, I'm gonna lose my quest if I don't focus it here. I feel like, you know, these are baddies, and like I'm killing them with a fiery sword or like dark history magic already, right? But still, like when I picked up the toxin rifle, I was a little like, is that ethical? But you...
Mate, This is not how bills get paid.
Oh no! Okay, well, I gotta go do another one. Alright, well, we're not gonna fail the first time here. Not if I can help it. Alright. If I were paying attention and not talking, I would just be killing all these guys with Dark Verse, because that's like his real kit, like I said. And I'm totally maxed on energy. I'm not even using it because I'm talking. But how funny is it that the historian uses alternating light and dark verse? Right? Pretty weird. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Wait, can this go in here again? No, that's for the next one. Can I put this down or what? Yeah. Those are just my owls over there killing everything. You see that shit? I mean, how cool is that really, though? All right. I also have like a super shield. This basically makes me invulnerable. So when you get to higher levels of the game where you need it, that's his other big power thing is... in fact, the owls will be less effective from my understanding at higher levels. And it'll be more the super shield that keeps him going. Now what the heck is going on here? Why can't I... Oh! See, my vision isn't very good. I couldn't tell there was a corner there. Boy, that's what I realized this year, dude. That was the big thing I realized. Like every year there's there's several cognitive challenges to figure out and, you know, kind of update my understanding of how my brain works kind of thing. And this year, one of the biggest ones was I started misspelling almost everything I wrote, and I couldn't figure out exactly what it was. And it's just because I haven't been wearing glasses for so long and my eyes are so bad, and I just kind of didn't have the energy to, like, read the screen and type at the same time anymore. And so I'd finish and post, and I'd go back and, like, even though it had all looked normal to me because my brain was like filling in the details, it was definitely not done properly. Oh geez, I walked way away from this. Oh, they came and attacked me though, so that's fine. We're not failing on Mount Olympus here, like I said. Oh, jeez, he got me. See how tough my owls are? And boy, I mean, really, Lurker Sim. Oh, sorry. I guess I'm talking to a ghost there. And really, Regulus D, like, how cool is it that, you know, just, I kind of needed something to do, and history's doing what it does, and, you know, I just looked over here, and I can spend my evenings farming Mount Olympus as Dante if I want to. I even get a triad of owl escorts. Pretty fun. Well, I've got my big strong spell too. I never use. There's also a huge nuke I can use. There. Yeah, that's pretty strong. I mean, Dark Verse alone. Do you see that? Do you see how many people it just took down? Anyway, yeah, this is a great game. And see, like, Starfield sounds appealing to me, even though the reviews I've read suggest it's not a very good game. But if I'm going to spend a few hours in the evening in an online game that's meant to, like, be like fun and like kind of this service, like, I want science fiction. You know, so like I would totally try that out if I could play it on my console, just to see, you know. But since I can't, I actually really like this fast shooter thing, and I don't need the RPG elements because even that is a little taxing at some point. But yeah, this is just like do mission, and the missions are very diverse too. And there's all sorts. This is an MMO, so there's all sorts of shit to do in it. But yeah, this is pretty perfect. Like, couldn't really have asked for anything better, you know, for the purpose. And that's the thing, is all the there's like 50 different warframes or something already, and then you build them yourself. You know, if you're not rich, you build them yourself, which is that's what makes the game fun, is like playing the game to get all the parts, go do missions on different planets, assemble your warframe. It kind of reminds me of studying literature or art and stuff like that, really, or even religion, in some senses, depending on how you do it. Oh, I'm out of energy. Uh-oh. I've been reduced to a katana. I was obviously spamming my dark verse there. No need to spam that stuff, I can tell you, having tested it myself. Usually a couple ditties will suffice, you know. And while a katana isn't my long-term plan for his melee, it's probably going to get me all the way to endgame at least. There is a cutlass, and so I would like to use that if I unlock it. You know, as you level up, you get access to, you can build more weapons, kind of thing. Oh, I missed my owls. That's what sucks about running out of power. See, I can't even cast the owl spell. Uh-oh. There we go. I definitely need owl help to keep this thing alive. I'd probably lose if I don't get 2 out of 3. Oh, I don't know because I haven't played this yet. And if you lose, you don't get any of the... You get your experience, I think? Or maybe not even. But you don't get any of the materials you picked up. It sucks. Man, this one's taking forever, isn't it? Oh, I didn't put the key in. Oh my gosh. Do you see what I mean when I say it's challenging for me to play video games sometimes? I just sat here and I thought, it makes more sense, like the other game modes, there won't be bad guys coming until you put the key in. Oh, how embarrassing was that? Sorry for wasting so much of your time, Arzen Pirates. But we just play it how it is, you know? No editing. That's what you get. That's why I don't do a lot of commentary videos anymore too, is I'm not really savvy enough to do that anymore. Giving up tobacco 100% makes a big dent in that, for sure. So I got... Oh good, I completed it. Good. Look at all that extra fighting I did. Well, that was just farming. So I took you farming on Olympus on accident. What can you say?
Wakey, here we go.
Oh, you can do it again. That's kind of tempting, isn't it? Let's do at least one more. Does it give you a reward for each one you do, maybe? I don't know. Or is it just for farming purposes? I wasn't paying attention if there was rewards. Oh, I'm out of energy. That's no fun. Just me and this flaming samurai sword. I feel practically naked. Yeah. You know, that's the thing about samurai swords. You know, I'm a kung fu performer, right? So I don't have to learn how to use one, right? I can figure out how to use one. But sometimes you do need to find a Hattori Hanzo, don't you, Regulus D? I think that's fair to say. I think that's a part of the lore. Because when you're a kung fu performer, like the Bride was, it isn't about learning how to do something. It's just about finding the right tool, and then the tool uses itself. such as memory owls. That's what I'll call those. Since this guy's a historian, those are memory owls. Let's go get this key. Much better than Odin. I mean, like, Odin will get you a poet with memory and thought. But as a historian, you just want 3 straight up fucking memory owls. Right? Trust me on that. I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, you're just making shit up because it sounds good. I'm like, well, yeah, kind of, I am. That's a good point, too. Historically speaking. Alright. But yeah, so anytime I need you, this fall or winter, I can come give a history lesson as Dante, the science fiction historian, from the summit of Mount Olympus, if I want to. Sounds like a pretty good... And this is just a stage that the Theater of Mars has all the time. One of several.
Mind you don't get flanked.
Alright. See what I built for you, Arzen Pirates? And I know there's only one of you, now. You know, but over time there might be as many as 7 or 8. And I put together this piece of entertainment that will theoretically stay up here for at least a little while before Wall Street decides to bury it. That's the thing too, is I got the whole solar system. It isn't just Mars and Mount Olympus. I got access to the whole solar system. Maybe there's some pretty good other warframes out there too I can use. You know, in fact, I know there's a couple that are pretty good already. Oh, I ran out of owl power by being stupid. I didn't check my power before I was casting. Fair enough. This is what happens when owl power goes away. Just being the samurai sword. That's why I need one of those fucking things. Because I run out of energy a lot. When I'm down to just rice, I don't like to use owls too much. Did I? Oh, I failed. Did I fail, I guess? Well, let's do one more that we succeed at. I'm not very good. I get distracted by the fighting. See how it is. Okay, so where's the key at? Did I not pick one up? I don't see it in my hand. Oh, is he holding his sword out and I just can't see it? I can't even tell. Oh. So where is the blue thing? There it is. Ah. There we go. Let's get through this one. I'll try not to get distracted. Oh, you know what? Do I have to lend this thing energy? Sometimes that happens with some of these. Yeah, getting in a nice spot where the owls can do all the work is pretty handy. Most of the work. Oh, that guy's a fatty. Jeez. Alright, completed. Let's extract. I think I got it. Oh no, I have to do these. I can't extract. Oops. Well, live and learn. Ah, shit. Which one's the key? Oh, I definitely need all of them. Gonna go on energy. Where? Get out of my way. I forget my toxin rifle too. That thing's pretty good. I just got it. I just made it, so it's like low level, but it is functional. Okay, here's the thing. Oh shit. All right. So the key to this one is... What the heck? Why can't I not find keys? There's a symbol for a key. As I was saying, that eyeglasses thing, you know, relevant. Relevant. Did you see how smooth that movement is? My goodness. Oh, that's another one of the keys. All right. Oh, there it is. See, if I have to try to decode a new type of map symbol while I'm fighting for my life, you're getting to the point where I'm already like,
incoming routine. How's that feel?
Yeah, I guess it's coming routine. But yeah, that's the thing, is that one or two more missions like this, it will be routine. Oh shit, I was saving that for owls and I forgot. There we go. Oh, there, I finally got a bunch of energy. Ooh, big fatty. And one of the whole things is even once you get your weapon built, then you've got to like modify it to make it powerful. And it takes a long time. Like, you got to play a lot of missions and stuff to like get your guns really powerful, and then the end game content is cool and stuff like that. You know, but for me, I've got like apparently months of just exploring the solar system. You know, which is fun. In fact, for example, before I played this, I'm as far as Europa already, and I just worked through there because there was something I needed on Europa. But yeah, right before this mission, I was exploring Europa on like one of those, like a robotic kind of people carrier you'd see in Antarctica. That's what I was doing, the ice moon, the surface of the ice moon Europa. Cold but cool. Alright, so we need another key. And I don't know... Oh, I'm not holding one. Okay. So why do I not have a key on my radar? Or are those the keys? Nope, the keys are the little arrowhead. Oh, you know what? I can probably leave. Sometimes yeah, see, that's not a key. So sometimes the icon that's for the escape route, like to go back to your ship, falls off the screen and it doesn't come back, and that might have been what happened. I might not actually have to do that one because I noticed it just appeared on the mini map. All right. Well, anyway, here's your tour of Mount Olympus and an introduction to the new Dante technology I'm deploying this fall. We'll see where it goes. Basically, this game isn't really, you know, I'm not intending this game to make a lot of content with or anything. Most of my video game content will be based on games that, you know, I can comment on directly. Where obviously there isn't any literary content in this game to comment on. Yep, there's my escape rat. Let's go back to the ship.
You got out while you still could.
There we go. Regulus D. We just conquered Mount Olympus together with the help of the historian Dante, who uses light and dark verse to summon 3 memory owls. Pretty neat, huh? I guess we're just gonna go with everything is mined. Did you see what happened when I beat Mount Olympus? On the bottom right, a little thing flashed up that said, the Limbo Theorem quest is now available in the Codex. Pretty cool, you know? But yeah, after that experience, you just gotta say, yeah, everything is mined. It's a good statement. I think that's still an accurate statement. I like it. It's the only explanation for anything. Look at this. You even get this sort of space dog. You can come pet him and stuff like that. And he goes in, he can fight with you too, but I usually take a robot sidekick at the moment because it's useful. Oh, look. Let's check out this new... See, this is my foundry. We're like Hephaestus or Hattori Hanzo. I can come down here and make new weapons for myself. Pretty fun, huh? Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, the Tomos pistol. It's a particle cannon that you wear on your hand, it's like the end of your fist, right? That's the. So right now I was using a placeholder, but that's the pistol, the secondary weapon I wanted for Dante here.
I will attempt to bypass this vault.
That's my spaceship's AI. He's kind of funny. All right. I don't have enough money I have to go farm enough platinum. Well, I actually got to sell stuff on the market to get enough platinum because I don't have a weapon slot for it. Pretty lame. But yeah, I guess I'll have a mission to do this evening if I want to get my fancy new handgun, right? But yeah, so there's the foundry. There's a bunch of other junk in here. It's a spaceship, etc., and so on. You know, you got like a pretty cool. This instead of a battle pass, there's like this radio channel, and you don't even have to pay for it. It's like a free battle pass. That's pretty cool. Like, it's such an economical game. Codex has all the info. You know, here's the marketplace if you want. But then it's really cool. You can go hang out on space stations where there's other players. You know. But yeah, there you go. Regulus D. I took you up Mount Olympus. Did all the work myself. And all you had to do was sit on your couch and watch. Pretty tricky, huh? Anyway, thanks for watching Arzon Pirates. I hope you enjoy the Theater of Mars. Peace.